as a man,
That
as a
part.
father, I just don't think you get to do that. I don't think you get to not claim. No matter how bad the relationship is, no matter how unorthodox it was, unplanned, unwanted, and maybe I'm speaking from a place of privilege where I have two kids with my wife and, I'm only seeing the one side of it. But still, I just don't think you get to do that. I don't think as a man you get to just not claim a kid. I think it's just bad karma, bad vibes to just be walking around all willy nilly and you physically put these kids out here.
Yo, it
You
was
made
better
choices.
off to just pay them and just keep it moving.
Okay,
and
well,
just try to
well,
like yo. Everybody gets to rebrand.
well, is he making sure he's paying?
Yo, he's like really
Is he making sure he's paying?
he has like, it seems like he has a disdain for them.
Yeah, you can't. That's now
Like,
it's
he
like,
did
you
Born
can't
out
do
of
that.
sin, evil, all
Yeah,
types of
yeah,
shit.
That's
yo.
wild.
He
That's
just talking
wild.
goofy.
That's wild.
Well, I'm the honorary second family dude in the. Or you want the comments off? First?
Yeah. All
go
right.
ahead.
Big shout out to Simple Things. He put a
Peace,
comment
peace,
in the comment section. He tried to Thanos snap them kids out of his life because he got remarried.
For real. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Nah, well, speaking of the honorary second family dude
Right.
on the cast,
Mhm.
I actually played it the opposite way.
As you should.
My new family, I'm not gonna say they suffered, but I definitely made sure that we are not going to progress too fast until my daughter with my first wife is completely compensated for and good. Let me get her into the college that she needs to be. Let me make sure that we finish everything. Like, if it went a little sour, like if it, like in the worst case scenario, if it went sour with the new family, I would have to take blame for it because I definitely didn't move fast with that. I kind of paced myself to try to keep everything in line because I felt like that was the honorable thing to do. You can't forget about it. Listen,
I think that's
nobody
the key
wants
word,
to.
though.
Pardon?
What's that keyword? Is what?
Honorable. Like,
Yeah.
dudes need to be honorable.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. You don't. I
Yeah.
don't think you get to do that.
Nah,
bro.
The worst you can be.
Mm.
Okay, let's just be honest. The worst that you can be in this full equation is just financially responsible and not there.
Right.
That's the last notch on the, and I don't even love to call that acceptable, but I would like to say I understand. Right? Let's just say everything is all bad, and the least you can do is pay for the person that you brought into this world. That's the
that's
Well,
your
let me ask you this, Corey.
responsibility,
Cool. Let me ask you
Sure.
this:
Sure.
is there anything that would have you disown your children?
Listen, they're children. I work with kids. There's nothing. No. The mother, I guess, would have to be such a wicked witch that it's like, and more than that, remember, at a certain point in time, my daughter's 8. God forbid something ever happens. God forbid, I'm knocking on all the wood, something ever happens in my situation. My daughter has a cell phone. I can communicate, and I've built communication equity with my daughter where I can establish a relationship with my kids on my own. And I know what you're going to say. Well, what happened if the mother maybe keeps them away? If you've been a good motherfucker to the core, when that child is able to, they will understand that and know that you put, you might have been blocked out of the situation versus, was negligent to the situation.
I hear you, but some dudes get caught in that situation where
I'm sure they do, man.
Kids don't understand and they go years.
But I think they do,
having
though.
their kids
They
until
do.
they get older.
Your children have been with you up to this point. They know that you love them. You get what I'm saying?
Well,
no offense. Your wife could go and say to your kids what she really wants to say. You picking them up
some mud on your name and you not around.
that's the thing. You not around.
Yeah.
You not around.
Well,
so you getting
that was the
experience.
Gary Owens situation. Gary Owens was on with Club Shay Shay, and he was kind of talking about his kids from his divorced family, and they don't
Mhm.
mess with him. You know,
They don't.
nah. He was saying that he's paying for college, he's paying for everything. These kids are a little older. They've made public statements that they don't rock with him. He's saying that
And they're his kids.
these are his kids with his first wife that he got.
Those are all his
Divorced.
kids, though.
Those are his
No
kids.
step kids.
No. He has one step kid and 2 biological kids.
Okay.
So he was like, they don't rock with him because the mom put everything in their ear.
Okay,
But he also owned up to it and was like, yo, I was on
What
the
she
road a
called
lot.
him? N-word? Like he
I
called
don't
him
know.
the
He
N-word or
said he was
something?
on the
Like,
road a
Well,
lot.
GB, right?
He was saying, I'm gonna let you go right now, Cooper. Let me just put this one last thing. He was saying that he was on the road a lot and he didn't really play in a large role in their life besides financially.
kind of
Mhm.
easier to cancel him
growing
out.
up.
He was in that type of
Because he
space.
didn't have that equity.
But I'm
But
gonna
he-
add. But now let's bring you GB back to the forefront.
Mhm.
Is when you began to move on and start a new family.
Yeah.
You had built a certain level of equity to where, at that point, do you think your ex-wife could have said anything to stop you, or you know what I mean, or stop that buck where your daughter wouldn't want to mess with you?
Well, building equity means building equity on
All the forefronts,
all
right?
fronts. Yeah.
Okay.
So that means when my ex-wife, when my daughter needs to go out on a Friday night and
Yeah.
she wants to get dropped off at a friend's house,
Right.
and she calls me, I'm not gonna be like so I'm gonna drop her off, you're gonna pick her up. Like, we still co-parenting. Like, there's a part of when you're building equity, you're building equity on all fronts.
Yes.
Your kids have to see you putting that effort
You
in.
build the equity
You
with the
gotta be standing
grandma
next to them on yeah, you gotta
Yeah,
be next to, you gotta be at the
right?
soccer games, you gotta be at the baseball games,
Right.
you gotta be at the recitals, you gotta be at everything. You really kind of can't miss anything. You gotta operate within the same parameters that you are her parent.
So it kind of brings me back to just saying, I don't think men we don't get the opportunity or the privilege of just walking away. Some people have, it's things that happen and it sucks.
Well, you kind of do, cool, because let's keep it real. The mother is 9 out of 10
Yeah.
times the primary caregiver,
yeah.
right? So it's just easy to just, yo, I'm paying. Let me go live my life. I'm gonna work all the overtime. I'm gonna do all this. I'm gonna start
like I said,
family.
that's the least
I'm
you
gonna go
can
on
do.
vacation. I'm gonna do all this. You know what I mean? And niggas keep it moving. Yeah, I'm gonna miss a couple of things. I'm gonna miss a couple of games and all that. Yeah.
But you didn't do that though. You talking?
No. I'm not
didn't
gonna do that. But,
you didn't do that.
we're trying to help.
Okay.
You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we're talking about the Brian McKnight stuff. It's gonna get people onto the podcast, but let's talk to the dude with that smut on their name, and they really trying to like